Oh Christ, I've got a sore neck. Oh. No, it's not been any activities that are unusual. It's not been any of that. So, right, welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about, I don't fucking know really. Well, let's just go over what's going on. So it's, I'm up, as you can see, I look like a paint sprayer. So that's dust. Never be afraid. Oh God, who said that? It was Jimmy Savile. Fuck. Something about working clothes or some shit. Right, stop fucking quoting him, fuck's sake. I think what I'm getting at is don't be afraid to. Don't try and change yourself for other people. You know, you're happy. Like, so the other day this lady says, "Oh, where is it you're going?" I said, "Oh, Weatherspoons." And I was thinking in my head, Weatherspoons, it doesn't, like, if you're trying to climb up a social hierarchy, you would say somewhere expensive that you're going. And then I thought, well, why the fuck would I want to make somebody think I'm going somewhere expensive? Who gives a fuck? I'm gonna have to wipe this. I've got bloody paint, all over the screen. Dust or something. Caused by the spray in the car. Hello. It's Brechin. Oh, sorry, I forgot your name. What is it? I forgot. Fisherman's Lodge. Brechin. Yeah. Good morning. How are you? How's things up in Brechin? So. God, it's fucking hot. It's good though. That's good. It's bloody good up. Good weather. It was maybe not being. So I've done a bit of painting this morning, and I'm out for a walk, going down the roundabout. And then, so I was at the pub yesterday. Had this beer. It tasted fucking brilliant, but it's 5.1%, and I started getting really pissed really quick. It was like I was starting to like have a shite after like 2 pints. So we only had, I think it was just 3 we had. I had a beef madras, and it would help. Stevie, sorry, it's the fucking sun shining on the screen. Hi Stevie, and then so we were there for a couple of hours, but then this sort of whole thing, I think if you're eating and you have a few beers, it's probably a bit much in it. So, it was alright. Oh fuck, I forgot to say, that's been painting that car's giving me a sore neck because I've been leaning over the car. I think that's what's caused it. Right. So what's happening up in Brechin? As we stayed in Brechin. My sister-in-law, my brother's wife, from Australia, she's staying in Little Brechin. It's Little Brechin, fuck. But just outside Brechin. I don't know, it's probably all changed now. I'll bet you a pint of petrol, loads of houses being built where that was. It was a caravan they were staying in. So that's where it is. Alright. So the workers are either having their lunch break, tea break. Yeah, it must be tea break. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Go up to Beacon. Aye. That's a good idea. Why not? I've never really. Okay, right. I'm a bit of a. What am I? I don't want to offend anyone. Yeah, that's a great idea. I haven't actually indulged in any collaborations or anything like that. I've just done everything myself, and the problem is that I'm a bit strange in that I find it difficult doing anything with anybody else. You know, I mean, that means working and doing things or whatever it is. Well, you have to, of course, don't you? When you're working, you've got to get on with people and stuff. But yeah, that's probably why I've not done it. Yeah, that's right. Aye. Oh, the grass is looking nice. Bairn's out for a walk. Yeah. I suppose when you've got a channel, you've got to. Well, I'm sort of integrating this with my life. Well, it's part of my life. So basically, I've got everybody coming along with me. So I suppose that's what makes a lot of people interested in. You're getting insight into somebody else's life. You know, so Stuart, sorry, Stuart. Fucking hell, I need to go and get better glasses. Stevie, it's not Stevie, it's fucking Stuart. How's the car roof? Well, it's right. It's well, that's why I'm walking now. I put another coat on it. I don't know how many tins of paint. Well, I bought 12 tins. They came from Amazon on Tuesday, and I'm on the 6, 7. I think I've used 7 tins, and I'm like nearly there, and I'm going, all right. You know, I'm nearly there. It's nearly done. Stuart, sorry, call me Stevie. I get called funny names all the time. I suppose I just get used to it. People call me like weird things, and I'd go, oh, aye. This is like, I don't really fucking whatever. Right. Oh, sorry. Somebody else has asked me about the car roof. Aye. So I'm going to go for this walk, do a video, go home, have lunch. The important thing about life is have breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffees in between it all, supper, and a beer as well, but not all the time. Occasionally. The car roof. Fuck, yeah. So it's another thing where I did the free wood thing. I realised it wasn't free, so I've spent a hell of a lot of time. I'll be able to see the comments better now, getting in the shade. The car roof, it's not going to be finished today. So I'm going to go back after this, go back out again and work out if I'm going to do another coat of white paint, because I'm ready for the lacquer. Got to get a lacquer on it and get it to fuck out of there. It's fucking up my whole life because it's in my garage, and I've got and normally I use that car to take rubbish away at the tip. I can't take my van because they'll try and charge me. So I'll go down there as a private individual. But if I go down there with a van, there's a tendency for them to try and charge you because it's a van. Although I haven't done it, I don't want to rock the boat. That's why. This is part of the tyrannical forces of the government. Live streams in your local town, yeah. Airdrie. Yeah. Brechin, I haven't been up there. I used to go to a nightclub in Brechin. Not that often, but it was quite, I bet you it's shut in it, aye. It's probably fucking knocked in or something, isn't it? I can't remember what it was called. Yeah. I nearly landed up, you know, in Brechin. I did, yeah, a couple of times. I think it's like a natural progression if you're up there. You know, if your life starts going bad, you'll end up in Brechin. Sorry if that sounded wrong. Or well, my son's that he works in Edsel, I think, the eldest one. Because I remember Edsel. It's Flex. Yeah. Right, so you take your van to the tip, yeah. Well, the other thing about my van is not, well, the other problem with my van, it's actually a camper. The problem with it is that I use it to store, it's like a mobile, like the stuff that I'm taking to Edinburgh is stored in there. So that's kind of another reason like I take the car. That's why I've got the car, you know. So if I take everything out of the van, that's fine, and I can put all the shite in the van. But plus there's that, and there's the risk that starting mumping. I've had people getting moaned at, but oh, that's all right. You go. It depends where you are, of course. But I'm Stirling, but they become, well, it's all about money at the end of the day. They say it's about the environment, but they don't give a fuck about the environment. It's all about money. So then you got all these numpties going, oh look, all this rubbish that's been fly tipped, it's terrible, and you know, it's like they don't get the connection that it's actually because they fucking shut the, like all these like travelling types, and they don't give a fuck, they just dump it anywhere, don't they? Flex is still standing, wow. Barry, yeah, use your van. My van's not really a van, that's one way out of it. It's predominantly used as a van, but the logbook says it's a motor caravan, or whatever the fuck it says, something like that. Flex nightclub, yeah. That was amazing that Flex nightclub was just like really popular nightclub in Brechin. And it's like, why the fuck was that in Brechin, you know, But they can't make money at that shit. The government screwed it all up. So Flex will be one of these abandoned buildings, won't it? Probably. I think it was probably some kind of picture house before it was a nightclub. Flex in Brechin. Well, Brechin's like a agriculture. That's fertile agricultural area. That whole area, that plain all the way down there, and that's what it was, and that's what it is now. But the oil industry brought wealth to a lot of people in Scotland, and so they went and fucked it all up. But so they're shutting Grangemouth. That's the result of net zero policies by idiots, and it's just whether they open up again. The oil's still there. Well, they just go away, and a lot of them are away in other parts of the world. It's like, well, just about everything in this country. It's getting shipped out. So we're just fucking left here wandering around. Well, I'm not, but I mean, it's like a lot of people are. So because of my age group, I don't give a fuck that much, really. You know, but yeah, Brechin's just going to go back to itself what it was before, until they can get rid of this stupid government and get rid of the. Well, Canada's just got another numpty. They voted another numpty globalist. Yeah. Doing about 70 miles an hour. A numpty globalist. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with this fucking thing. It's making weird noises, and it could be that the battery's dead. Oh, yeah, it is. The battery's dead in my gimbal. Oh no, that's not very good, is it? So I'll have to try and do a video just with the other one that's got a stabiliser in it, but it freezes. But I'll try and make it a quick video. Because you never charged your bloody gimbal up, you wally. Oh well, yeah. Brechin. I could go and do it. I could go and video Edsel. Try and video my son. I'm sure he'd be embarrassed. That'd be fucking really funny, actually. Who's that fucking strange bastard right there? Oh, that's actually your dad. That would be fucking amazing to do that, actually. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's a good idea, to be honest. But it's a thought. It's the thought that counts. And the gimbal is dead. Oh, I fell down a hole. Yeah, Flex nightclub. That's where this guy. My mind's amazing. I can remember weird things, but obvious things I can't remember. There's this guy. His name's. We called him Feely. Feely. That's his name. That's probably what his name still is. And if he is watching this, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just remembering. He came from Inverbervie or something. We were in Flex nightclub in Brechin, and he's one thing I remember about him. He was the same as me, blonde hair and blue eyes. He was like sort of that northeast kind of look you get quite a lot up that area. There's a lot. If you go around all the coastal towns, there's quite a lot of blonde men and women, and it's a throwback from probably fucking Norse travellers or some fucking thing. Plus, the weather's shit in Scotland, so it's a good night. It's not that far from, right, shit, okay, the British Isles, right? So, Feely, I says to Feely, it's a Pope a Catholic? And there was like a long, like, a pause. It's like a, and after about 5 seconds, well, it seemed like 20 minutes, but it was like 5 seconds. Turns around and he's pint, he turns around to him and he goes, fuck knows. So that was Feely. I hope he's doing well. He'll be about 60 now, if he's still alive. Okay, that's the Bannock Burn. The Bannock Burn. Right, so I'm going to wait to do a yeah, yeah. So that's just weird how my mind works. We've talked about Flex, and then there's got a memory come up. It's almost like a computer in the back, and that's what it's come up with, is the Pope a Catholic. Fuck knows. And that took place in Flex. I mean, do you blame it on education, or it was just thick? Maybe it was just thick, eh? Might be. His IQ is not really that high. Right. Yeah, well, you can't really help that, can you? Now, he didn't know, did he? Nobody knows. Probably or something high. Maybe he's went and overtook me. Maybe his IQ came in late. I don't think so. Somehow. I'm not sure your IQ comes in late. All of a sudden you become intelligent. Highly intelligent all of a sudden after being thick as fuck for years. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. A lot of it's about opportunity, of course. Some people don't have good opportunities, so they don't take them. Or they get dealt a bad hand in life. We all get dealt a bad hand in life. It happens to most of us. Sorry it's jiggly, it's because the freaking gimbal's packed in. Because I never charged it up. What a numpty. It's because I was at the pub last night. So I'm going to have to go. The more I turn my arm round, the more it fucking turns round. Shit, stop it! Right. Yeah. Yeah, when you're born with it, yeah, it's genetic, isn't it? I had a very weird form of intelligence anyway, I was considered to be quite dim at school, but that was just more of my attitude problem. Then I was considered to be quite thick, and I was sort of like ignored, if you like. And then there was this lassie, there's two lassies, they're both twins. I don't want to start slagging off English, but I was up north and they were from England. And I would consider them to be sort of snobby. And they were sort of really swotty, doing homework on time and all that shit. And the teacher, that was in primary school in Inverbervie, really liked them. Her name was Lucinda Snow, and the other one was called Alice Snow. So if they're still around, brilliant. You never know. They might watch this, but unlikely. But anyway, I beat them at chess. I was chess champion 2 years in a row. I fucking hammered them at chess. And so that was a form of intelligence that I have or had, and it just, that was an indication that I wasn't dim, you know. Yeah, I probably, well, you know, try my best. Pretty daft sometimes. Yeah, yeah, things are geared up against us anyway. But you know, you just got things. I'm constantly learning. I'm still learning, and I'm going, oh fuck it. If I'd known that 30 years ago, it'd have been so much easier. You try to help people and stuff, and think, why the fuck do I help anyone? Who gives a fuck about anybody else? They don't care about me, so why should I care about them? Or you can't really help them. They've got to want to help themselves. It's a weird thing, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Going up to Brecon. I've got so much shit on the go at the moment. I can't really quite, like my whole system's falling apart because of that car. So I've nearly finished it. So it's not going to get finished today. This is Thursday. So I've got to go into Edinburgh Friday night. Then it'll be Falkirk on Sunday. So then I've got Monday, you know, so the car's not going to be finished till Tuesday. I can maybe get it finished tomorrow. Yeah, maybe, aye, but I've got to sort the van out. So maybe I could get the car finished for Friday morning. Get it to fuck out of there, because it's getting in the way and it's making my place a tip, because I'm sort of like, I need to tidy up. I've got wood to cut and everything that I picked up. Blah, blah, what am I going on about? Oh, Jesus, going on and on and on. I've got to go back down to England on the 26th. I'm going into Glasgow next week as well on the bus. I'll take a car to Cumbernauld. Yeah, get the roof done, aye. But I'm going to get I'll probably be pretty well on with the day. Maybe tomorrow morning. This is Thursday, aye. Maybe tomorrow morning we can look to getting it out of there. Out in the sun. Get all the masking tape off. And then I go, oh my god, what have you done? But definitely, there's no way I could do that for somebody as a job. Because they wouldn't pay me. It would take me fucking too long. Yeah, something you need the right tools and, you know, the rest of it. Fashion embarrassments, Cumbernauld. Well, I get appointments in Glasgow. I can try to explain this. I get appointments in Glasgow, which I get the bus in because both my diesel cars are banned from Glasgow. Which is my main cars. My van isn't. Yeah, the Granada needs to go in the garage. Yeah, and I go to Glasgow. So what's the fascination with Cumbernauld? Well, the thing about that shopping centre is that it was designed by numpties. Well, they're dead. Well, I wouldn't be dead now. It's a sort of communist sort of thing, kinda. Well, sort of, and it failed. It fucking failed. So the corporate thing moved in, so that's how we got big Tesco stores, big Asda stores. So that's what happened there. So people flock to the Asda and Tesco. So Wetherspoons, Cumbernauld, there's like ordinary people go in there. Ordinary people, just people going. There's guys going there drinking beer every fucking day, and it's a part of my past. And I don't want to start drinking every day like what I used to. So I suppose there's a part of me likes to go in there. I drink coffee in there, obviously, because I've got my car there. So it's convenient. So I park my car there, I can park it free. The reason you park a car there free is because nobody wants to fucking go there, right? So park my car there free, and I spend ages in there loading my videos up because you get free Wi-Fi. Wetherspoons is cheap, and it's good. And people slag it off and they're just being stupid. And if it was to disappear, it would be a great loss. But I always like Wetherspoons. So the actual structure and everything fascinates me. I suppose it fascinates me, but I'm interested in it. The infrastructure that shopping centre. I forget what it's bloody called. Is it called Antonine? No, I can't remember. Antonine Way or something. I forgot. It's called Cumbernauld Shopping Centre, isn't it? But it's fucked, you know. As you go in it, and it's like, so the whole thing, you can see all the different levels of society there as well. If you could break it down into three. So you've got the houses that have got they don't have any fucking roofs on them, right? You're sitting there at a meeting going, how can we save money with these houses? Oh, I've got it. Don't put any fucking roofs on them. That's brilliant. Right, in Scotland. So they put flat roofs, tar on them. So that's where they've got cameras and everything there. I forget the name of that. Forgotten. And the other, so these are the so you could buy a house there for 70 grand. 3 or 4 bedrooms. And you move further up the social hierarchy. Ferguson Road. So you go there. They're about 120,000, 110,000. So that's like decent place to live. But again, designed by communists. There's nowhere to fucking park your car. All the cars have got bigger. Women want SUVs. So they've got these garages and little parking spaces out with the actual housing. So what you got to do is park your car and fucking walk to your house. It's really, it's alright, but it's not very suitable, is it? So then you go over the other side of the motorway. Now you're talking money, aren't you? $500,000 for a house. 350,000, whatever it is. Fucking Dulliter. All these places up there. So, beep beep. Antonine Way is the new centre, yeah, totally. So, Cumbernauld is a lesson that the authorities don't want to learn. So it's what happens, people don't learn. So they're still pushing this shit. You go at Stirling or Glasgow or any fucking place you like, and they're pushing this shit. They're wanting us away from cars. So it's actually it's a form of communism. It's what it is. Because cars give you freedom. You know, they give you, okay, yeah, they're dangerous. Yeah, there's people get run over, stuff like that. Yeah, that's a risk with them, right? Or have a crash or stuff like that. But they've brought us out of poverty, and cars are needed, and vans, trucks, buses, vehicles get us around, and it's our right to travel around. So Cumbernauld was designed that you could get everything, but also they designed the motor inside of it that you could do 70 miles per hour flying around all these motorways. And of course, numpties, there's somebody got killed. There's always going to be somebody get killed, isn't there? So they lowered it down to 50. There's a motorway network in Cumbernauld. So the whole thing was designed, you know, in a lot of ways there was a lot of clever parts of it, but the whole thing was a fuck up, wasn't it, really? The fact of the matter, nobody wants to live there is a sort of key. Anyway, right, that's maybe not totally accurate. Cumbernauld. It's someplace Cumbernauld, yeah. So it's a social experiment that failed, and then instead of going, oh, let's not do that again, all these numpties in the government are still pushing this shit. So like Stirling, like the new drawing for Cumbernauld, I've seen it in the centre, and it's like, I'm looking at it, trying to make out, you know, there's a artist's impression, well, it's computer artist, isn't it? Or what it's going to look like. Fuck, they've done away with the road. And that's just typical of because you and me aren't supposed to drive. We're supposed to like wander around. And then what happens is that it stagnates. That's why you're getting into 15-minute cities and all that stuff, right? You're not allowed to have the freedom. But all the people that are pushing this, they're flying around all over the place, and they're not giving up their Range Rovers and shit, right? Yeah, Cumbernauld split in two by the motorway. Tale of two towns. I live up near Dulliter and it's great, but the town centre side has been totally neglected by the council. You could probably say that a bit most. It's the same if you go to Fort William as well. I haven't been for years, that's where I come from. I looked up the house prices in Fort William. The council house that I was born in, it was 204,000 fucking 7 years ago. A council house. And yet Fort William turns out shit. So it's people have got money, it's overinflated. Have they got money? Yeah, probably. Overinflated house prices caused by immigration. For the most part. But we're getting a whole load of stuff here. But it's Cumbernauld, Fort William, all these places. So it's all for corporate good, make money for corporations. So that's what's happening here in Stirling. All this. Well, see, that's why the fuck they're not building houses here. They probably will at some point. And they're building houses without playing, thousands of houses in farmland. And they scam, they lie and cheat to get what they want. And then they go bankrupt and fuck off, don't they? If anything goes wrong, they go bankrupt. See, I'm arguing with somebody on Facebook now. I'm going to get back to it when I get home. Electric car argument. There's still fucking people arguing for it, but it was the video of Kill winning next to the houses. Is like, nobody can really argue with that. I mean, you send them that, it's like, well, how much pollution's that solved? You know, that's what's supposed to solve our. It's like bullshit. Nobody believes that shit. This guy's they're always really condescending. I'll get back to him later. I enjoy it, aye. Yeah. Right, so thanks for watching, everybody. It's been great. I'm going to go and do a video and then go home and do my... I'm going to do a video without a gimbal because it's fucked. Bye. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Bye. Thanks for the information about coming on. It'd be good to talk about that a bit more. Because it is interesting, yeah. It is interesting. Yeah, so I'll be there next week. I mean, going to Glasgow next week, so I'm always sort of videoing around about there. You know, I don't even know if I'm fascinated, but I'm interested in it. Yeah. Right, bye. Oh, here we are. We're Robert the Bruce. Oh, stop that shit. Robert the Bruce's horse stood there. Aye.